So, evening guys, welcome to another episode of the Bearded Berserker with me, Matt. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are, whatever you're getting up to. Tell you what, bloody horrendous weather today. Literally rained all day and it now looks like it's about to have thunder and lightning and everything. So what a fantastic time to choose to do a live review. Now, like I've said in a lot of the reviews that I'm doing, I'm going to be doing a lot more live stuff so that people that are interested in the products that I'm reviewing and stuff can kind of ask questions and everything. So I thought, why not do tonight's review live? Now, I will be in future putting a lot more notice on my Instagram account when I start doing live reviews and stuff like that, so it gives you guys the heads up as opposed to just going, I'm live. And I just got home from work, I had a shower, something to eat, and it was something like, I'm going to do tonight's review live. So that is why I'm here. If anyone happens to come up with any questions or anything interesting, please feel free to ask. Bearing in mind, I've got to wear my glasses, otherwise I can't see any messages that come up on the screen. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever you are, whatever you're getting up to. And also, before we start, everything that I do on my reviews is completely honest, okay? There is no BS or anything like that. I'm not here to blow smoke, ring up people's backsides or anything like that. And I purely set up Instagram and YouTube and everything to kind of try and help these small brands, small companies, businesses, individuals and stuff, to try and help promote them and show everyone out there that there is an alternative to these huge brands. And don't get me wrong, I haven't got a problem with massive brands and stuff like that at all, but let's face it, they've got a ton of money that they can throw at advertising, marketing and promoting their products that these small brands don't have, and they're almost having to work like 100 times harder in order to get their products out there and noticed and stuff like that. So it's all about trying to show you guys there is an alternative. And I have found personally in 99% of the reviews that I'm doing that this small brand stuff, whether it's clothing, jewellery, hair products, skin products, beard products, are absolutely amazing. The love, the passion, the time, the energy and the creation that people are putting into this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. We need to get behind them, because if we don't, the only alternative we're going to have are these huge massive brands out there that, like I say, they can kind of look after themselves. And I've even found with some of the huge brands on there that they're kind of like, they rely on their name to sell stuff and the quality seems to suffer and everything else. But hey, that's why I set this up. And I have been reading a lot of reviews recently about other members, I'm not mentioning any names whatsoever, that are kind of like not taking bungs as such, but kind of like giving false reviews. And that kind of really annoys me, because I've set this up kind of like to give an honest review. If there's something I don't particularly like about something, I will say. I've had reviews pulled off of here from certain brands and stuff that have not liked what I said about their products and don't want me putting it out. So I've deleted the photo off of Instagram, I've deleted the thingy, and which is why I'm trying to find a lot sort of more products out there and buy them off of eBay, the cheap and nasty stuff that people don't really know about. Because when you do start growing a beard, you just assume that you grow a beard, which you can do. You don't need beard oil, you don't need beard balm or any of that stuff at all. Yes, admittedly, it helps to kind of keep your hair nice and keeps your skin hydrated and lock in moisture and stuff, and makes kind of conditions your beard and helps a bit of styling and everything. But I didn't know this, so I was literally going out and sort of like, beard balm, beard oil, what is this stuff? And I've been doing these review nows for well over a year, and I've kind of, you get to know kind of what all the stuff is for and everything like that. But when you don't know this, you just kind of nip down into your pharmacy or wherever, Boots or whatever, and you're kind of like, yeah, beard oil, grab it and you take it home and you start using it. And or you buy it from some of these shops online and stuff like that, and you don't really even know what you're getting into. So always, before you start using any form of beard oil, skin products, even and hair products, make sure you're reading what's inside them, because obviously you don't want to start putting harmful chemicals and stuff like that on your skin and face and hair and whatnot, and your skin starts falling off and everything else like that. Always check. All stuff in the UK and around Europe has to be CPSR checked, which basically means they've had like safety checks done on them, a cosmetic safety report, and also always make sure you do test patches, because if you don't do a test patch, you don't want to smother your face in something and you get an allergic reaction to it, because let's face it, you can have pretty much allergic reactions to just about anything nowadays in life. And so always make sure you do a test patch on a piece of skin that's kind of quite a soft bit of skin, either your palms, your inner elbow and stuff like that. Give it at least 24 hours before you start slathering it over your face, because that way you're safe. But any questions? I'm not sure that there's many people going to be joining tonight, but any questions, please feel free to ask away. I've done a couple of reviews for these guys already. Scissor, who were formed in 2015 in the Ukraine, created sort of hair products and beard products. They sent me through some beard products to have a look through, which I'm working my way through slowly. I've done 2 reviews the other day, which is for one of their beard oils and one of their beard balms. I've got 2 more oils tonight, and you can see their products on the top there. So I done that balm, done that balm the other night and that beard oil. So I've got 3 more beard oils, 1 balm and a moustache wax to go, and these 2 oils here. And before I start, I have to take my hat off to them, because the products that they are creating, the packaging is absolutely standalone phenomenal. Each one that you go for, including the hair products and stuff like that, comes in its own sort of like unique design box, which we're going to be going through the packaging and stuff like that. The artwork on it is absolutely phenomenal, and it surprised me, which we'll talk about at the end of the video, because we look at the packaging, what's inside it, what I think to it, ingredients and so forth, and the prices. And the prices actually really surprised me for how kind of like good the products look. So before I kick off, I have a glug of coffee in my beautiful red and white polka dot mug. Oh. Yeah, it's funny how we seem to have summer and then winter's back, and I don't know. Not a pleasant day, a horrible day at work today, so it's nice to be back chatting to you guys. So, the 2 beard oils we're going to be reviewing tonight is the Viga or Viga, and also the one called Panzer beard oil. And like I said, the packaging on them is absolutely phenomenal. We'll have a look at each one individually. Then you've got the sides to it. Each one's kind of got security tape around it. Then it's so nice to see that all the products have the ingredients on the back and use by dates and everything else, which we'll be looking at. There's the top of the box, there's the bottom of the box. So first of all, we'll kick it off with the Viga or Viga, depending on how you want to say it. So this is the box that it comes in. The artwork, like I say, is absolutely phenomenal. Got a picture on the devil in the front. Scissor Hands, I will be putting links down below to Scissor Hands, their social media and website, as I do with all the videos, so you can go and check them out. Now, looking at the back review, it's nice because obviously it's Ukraine and a lot of their writing is in Russian, but they've actually done it in both English and Russian, so you can read it. Review: a combination of 6 of the most reputable beard growth stimulating oils into wrestling with a magical scent. So, like I say, on the bottom it's got when it was made by, used within a couple of years, and basically the temperatures to store it at and everything else like that. It's also got the mark that it's gone through their sort of product control and everything like that. And the packaging on that is absolutely beautiful. 50ml bottles, and opening it up inside, what you are greeted with, so that's the actual sleeve that it comes in. Inside you are greeted with kind of, dropping stuff everywhere now, catalogue of all their bits and pieces and stuff like that they do, which, move that out of the camera, sorry about that guys. bits and pieces. They do the hair products, which I really hope I get a chance to review because they look absolutely amazing. And that we'll talk about in just a second. And on the back, actual diagrams on how to use the beard oil, which is nice to see, and it's a nice unique way of doing it. And also inside of that, I've dropped it on the floor and back again. You get a sticker, Scissor hand sticker, and each one of their products has got a unique artwork magnet in there, so you can stick it wherever you like, any metal surfaces, because obviously that's where magnets, how magnets work. And so this one inside has got Kiss and the devil on the front of it, which is just a really nice touch, you know. It's a flexible one, it's not a solid one, but it's nice that they brought out these magnets that you get sort of like within the product. Anyway, so there you have it, and I'll pop them on the floor just for a second. And inside you've got the actual bottle itself, spinning it round. So a lot of time and effort has gone in to this packaging, which is really nice to see. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not one to judge a book by cover, you guys know that. So just because the packaging is fantastic doesn't mean what's inside it is fantastic, because ultimately what's inside that little bottle is going to be going on your face. And so take out the beard oil, your hair in good hands there. On the other side some stars and everything, but first impressions absolutely amazing. Now this is a 50ml bottle, as you probably know, and again 50ml, made in Ukraine, www.scissorhands.space, recyclable glass, how much is in there and everything. Viga, Scissor Hands, your hair in good hands. So I'm just going to give you a flick round so you can see. Now I do get asked, why are beard oils in coloured bottles, either greens, blues or opaques, or even the amber glass bottle? And it's basically to stop UV rays from getting in there and deteriorating the oils and breaking them down. So that's why they tend to be on that. Again, you've got the same artwork on the bottle as you've got on the box. And inside ingredients on this, on the Viga, well, however you want to pronounce it, beard oil, you have linseed oil, bergamot oil, burr oil, sea buckthorn oil, chili oil, apricot seed oil, which is quite interesting because I've never actually tried or used a beard oil that's got chili oil in it before. That's kind of, in my brain, it's suddenly like, why would you put chili oil on your face or on your beard and stuff like that? And I've done quite a lot of research since these have come through. I have used these products, done a test patch and used them on my beard, not suffering from any problems or issues or anything like that. But it basically stimulates the cells under your skin and stimulates hair growth. Now, we know that oils and stuff like that can improve your skin and help you to grow a better quality and healthier looking beard. As far as putting stuff on your face and you've got a beard the next day, not likely to happen, but everything helps. And the burr oil as well in there reduces itching. So if you have a shave, or when you start growing a beard you start getting that horrid beard itch, that can obviously help to take that away. And it's really, really nice, to be honest. I'm going to open it up. I have done my beard since I got home and showered and everything else. So inside the oil is quite a dark yellowy colour. Now, being chili oil, I was very, very dubious about putting this on my skin, as you would be if you're reading the ingredients on something. You start putting chili oil on your skin. Smush my hands together, because remember, the scent from the bottle is completely different to how it's going to smell, and this has got a very rich bergamot scent to it. There is no tingling or anything like that putting it through my beard. Like I said, I'm not going to put it on my beard now because I've done my beard for the review and everything. But it does kind of die off, the bergamot. It kind of like drops down, and this is quite a potent scent. The way I scale all the scents and everything on the beard oils and beard balms and stuff like that is down here, very subtle. Down sort of halfway up is kind of like your medium, sort of how you would expect it to smell, and up here is the real knock your head off stuff. This is just a drop below that, if you know what I mean. probably around about 75% up there. But this scent of the bergamot does, within sort of half an hour or so, drop down. It's almost got, I don't know how to describe it. On the website they say bergamot, which then goes to kind of like a powdery sort of scent, and I've been trying to figure out what scent it goes to. It's not unpleasant at all. And the thing I can kind of like, that I would go with to what it sort of smells like, is almost like a talcum powdery sort of smell. I'm not sure what brand of talcum powder, but you know when you come out of the bath, you wash yourself, and if you use talcum powder, if you've ever used talcum powder, which I'm sure you have, it's kind of got that sort of clean scent on it that you put your dressing gown on as a kid and everything else like that. You'd have your Sunday night shower, put on your dressing gown after using the talcum powder, and it's got that sort of clean smell. I wouldn't say a barber's smell, because a barber's smell is kind of more kind of those beard oils and sort of like hair tonics and stuff like that, but this is just a very, very clean scent. And I have noticed that the scent from this does actually last a good 2 to 3 hours, bearing in mind I do work in a hot, sweaty, sticky environment, and so it's lasting a long while before it dies down. And even though I've just put it on the tattoos and everything, because obviously it's good for the skin, I can still smell it, and it is a very, very nice scent. I really do like that. I've never come across anything like that scent-wise in a beard oil before. But it does. That bergamot's kind of like a knock in the face, and then it sort of drops and dies down. And you do, I don't know how you can describe it as powdery, but almost like a talcum powder fresh scent, which is absolutely stunning. Not noticing any red itchy patches on my skin, hair falling off, anything weird. Does leave my hair feeling soft and everything like that, and beard hair, and it's very, very nice. So that is Viga, or Viga, depending on how you want to call it, from Scissor Hands. Stunning, ridiculously good. And I'm going to put that in a box because I don't want to start throwing it anywhere. We've got one more to go, so that's all packaged up, but I think packaging on that is absolutely fantastic. Oh, I've got a message. Is that, who's that? Yep, doesn't matter, it's fine. And moving on. So first of all, glug of coffee. I can still smell it. It has got a talcum powder scent to it, and I can still smell it there. And it's a really nice scent. Use towel, get rid of that, because I don't want to, even though I've used the other ones, I don't want to kind of like cross-contaminate and get a different sort of scent through from what I have smelt originally. That's pretty much gone now. Ooh. Yeah, brilliant stuff. So moving on now, we now have the Panzer. Again, we'll have a look through the packaging. There you go, you got the skull. I love the artwork on this. Very sort of traditional, old school, almost tattoo style in the hot roddy Americana scent. And again, on the back, you've got when it was made, or when it was cooked as it's referred to, best before 2 years after that, the temperatures to store it at, where it's had its sort of stamp of approval that it's passed, which is just such a nice touch, if you know what I mean, that everything on the back has an explanation of what it is and why it's there, and it is so clearly written. And like I say, it's in Russian and it is in English as well. So opening this one up, hope you're enjoying this, guys, because I love doing these videos for you guys. So there's your sleeve that it comes in. Again, another 50ml bottle. So inside you have the Scissor Hand sticker. There you go, which is a nice touch. Also on top of that, you've got the same as before. You've got your steps on how to use a beard oil, which is nice to see. And you've got their hair products and stuff like that on there, the magnets and everything, and Scissor Hands. And also with this one, you get your matching magnet as well. Boom, with the Panzer skull on it. There you go. It's kind of like one of those sort of magnets. It's not a solid one, but again, it's just such a really nice touch, if you know what I mean. And inside the Panzer, you've got Scissor Hands on the back. And moving around. Let's say high performance. For men, I'm sure there are women out there that grow beards as well. Taking the bottle out, your hair in good hands. A little skull on the top of it. Just really nicely packaged. And then your beard oil. The same design that's on the actual box itself. Hello, Devilishly Bearded! Are you alright there, guys? I don't know why, I was bored, wife was watching TV, so I thought, let's go and do a live review. And at the moment, I'm on the second review. This is the first one I've done from Scissor, which is from the Ukraine. And now on the second one, which is their Panzer. And so that's the bottle. Same again, comes in one of your amber glass bottles. This is a 50ml. And got the pipette on the top, which I do like using. I prefer beard oils to have a pipette on the top because I like to measure out 6 drops on a daily basis. I might use a couple during the night before bed and everything. When I wash my beard, I use 7 or 8 drops, so it's nice to measure it out. Haven't got a problem with the pumps, they're fine. Not 100% keen on the tippy ones that have got a little stem in it, because I've tried using those before and I just literally shoot the bloody stuff everywhere. And so this is the Panzer. Now, the ingredients in this, we have black olive oil, macadamia oil, sesame oil, coconut oil, and almond oil, and something else. Looking good stuff though. Yeah, they do look nice. I have to admit, the packaging on them, they're in these little sleeves and everything. This is just quickly going back to the Viger. You get sticker in there, one of these little magnets and everything else, and the presentation on these, I have to admit, is I've never seen anything like it. And I have learned since doing these reviews is never judge a book by its cover, you know. Just because the packaging's fantastic, it could be full of broken glass. This is the 4th review, this one I'm now doing for them. I've got that beard oil, the moustache oil, that balm, and that oil left to review, which will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. And so far, touch wood, pretty good. And another ingredients that I noticed on this one in the back of the box is something called PVP, which I've suddenly become a detective since I got home from work when I was writing all my notes out and everything, what PVP is, which is polyvinyl pyrrolidone. Polyvinyl pyrrolidone. Now, that sounds quite scary, if you know what I mean. Something could PVP in it. Do I need this? Now, apparently, I've read through loads of websites since doing my research, and it's used very, very commonly in cosmetics as a fixing agent. And basically, it's got a high level of protection, apparently, from the sun and UV rays. So if you were going out in the hot sun or sunbed and stuff like that, then this is what this PVP, not PVC, that's something completely different, polyvinyl chloride, but PVP is used in a lot of cosmetics, mascara, eyeshadows and stuff like that, and it's polyvinyl pyrrolidone. And apparently it is perfectly safe to use in small amounts, and so that is why it's in here, because it is used as a fixing agent. Never heard of it before, and especially with the other one that I've just reviewed with the chili oil in it, this one with the PVP in it, I've done a test patch just to see, left it at least 24 hours before I use it, because I don't want to slick. I've only had my beard trimmed literally once in over a year now. I'm still growing it out, it's still growing. Literally had about sort of that much taken off and just trying to give it a bit of shape because I was looking stupid. And so that is that. Now, opening this up, the other one that I've just reviewed was kind of like a dark yellowy colour, almost kind of like the colour of the coffin on my t-shirt. This one, completely different. This one, without being rude, is a cloudy, thick liquid. I'm not going to say what it looks like. You can see what it looks like. That's it in its test tube, in its pipette there. Smush some through the hands. The other scent that I've just done with the bergamot in it, that was kind of way up at around about 75% up to knock your head off. This stuff has dropped back slightly, just slightly higher than halfway. And this has got the scent of opening a 1980s tin of fresh fruit salad. Do you remember that fruit cocktail you used to get in the tins at school, and you put Tip Top or Evat milk or something like that on the top? It smells exactly like that. It's got a scent of pears in it, kind of summer fruity scents as well. And apparently it does, read in their description, some of the fruits, berries, red berries, dark berries and pear, and it literally does smell of that. It has got a very nice sweet fruity scent to it. Not particularly citrusy, but just a mellow, sweet, fruity scent to it, which is really, really nice. Now, I have used this, and it does, it's almost got a sticky feeling to it. If you use hairspray and stuff like that, you know it's got a stickiness to it. This has, and I have found that it coats the beard. It kind of coats it, which I'm assuming is this PVP, the polyvinyl pyrrolidone, and it has a stickiness, so it almost adheres to your beard. I've not suffered with any problems. It's just as soft with using any other beard oils and everything else that I use, but it does seem to coat this in the stuff, which it dries. It starts off kind of tacky, then it dries off, comes off with beard wash and everything else like that. But it's quite interesting, and obviously we're only in spring, so it's difficult to kind of judge whether this PVP actually does help or anything like that. But it adheres to my kind of beard, and it almost like literally locks in the moisture, because the moisture can't escape from it. So I'd assume that's what it's in there for, because you want to keep moisture in your skin and your beard, so it kind of locks in moisture, stops the sun from drying it out, which, to be honest, is the first time in my year of reviewing hundreds of beard oils and balms and stuff like that that I've ever seen it used before. So it's quite an interesting one. If any of you, yeah, because now it's dried on my hands. Can you see it's almost got like a shiny coat to my hand? That it is completely dry now, my hands. The oil feels like it's underneath this coating of PVP, which is really, really weird, because when I first used this a few days ago, when it turned up and I'm going through all the scents, I'm sitting there and going, look, if I wipe my hands on my jeans now, my hands have still got that shininess to it, so it almost like it does trap the oil against your hair and then has this coating over it, which is really, really weird. And I've still got that scent, even though I've just wiped it on my jeans, of the berries and the pear and everything else like that. So it's really weird, but it's cool stuff, and it has a slight tackiness to it and everything else like that. But it's really, really good. And like I said, I've not had any problems at all with. I was the same with the Viger and this one, the Panzer. Definitely trying to sort of like, I had a dot here and a dot here, and I was like, a few hours, no, nothing. 24 hours later, nothing. I'm still fine, and it hasn't affected my beard in any way, shape or form using either of these with the chili oil or the PVP in it. No adverse effects whatsoever. It's just very, very strange to come across something different, because a lot of the beard products that I review have kind of got the same sort of stuff in it. You've got, well, as you know, I'm not going to go into all the different oils, jojoba oils and macadamia and sesame and everything else like that, but to come across different stuff in it is quite weird. And don't get me wrong, it's a good stuff, and even now I can still smell it, and the scent from this is lasting a good 2 or 3 hours, which usually is around about 2.5 hours for a beard oil. Now I'm going to pop this back in its box. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask, because that's what I'm here for. I might not be able to answer it, so I will look stupid if I don't know, but please feel free to ask. Put it in the box, because I've had experiences before. I've not put in the tops on beard oils and then flinging them everywhere. There should be good looking stuff though. Don't know how many people are online watching. Perhaps you've all got a life. No good coffee. Now it goes to the prices. So 50ml bottles, the packaging and everything else like that. Certainly different products if you are looking for different products. And these ones, like I say, they do have, what does it say about the PVP on here? Sorry. It's a fixing element and creates a high level of protection from the sun. There you go. Each of their products isn't just a beard oil. It does different things and everything. And so the price wise, the price of the Vega, however you want to call it, is £8.79, and the price for the Panzer is £9.37. Now, I think that is very competitively priced. It's under what I would happily go out and pay for a beard oil. Usually I'm paying around about 15 quid, give or take, for a 50ml beard oil. And I think either £8.79 or £9.37 is really well done. And I have to admit, even with the packaging, when it was actually made on the back, stamped on there, the shelf life of it, at least. Do you pay import tax on those like you do from America? Not at the moment, because we're still kind of technically in Europe, so I didn't have to pay any customs charges or anything like that at all on them. I've even had that with stuff in the States. It either just turns up, or I get one of those horrible slips through the door. Oh, you owe customs fees, so I trudge down. But no, this literally just turned up, came through from Royal Mail. Highly, if you're in the UK, it got delivered from Royal Mail, and yeah, no problem at all. And like I say, it's got how long it lasts. That's right, no problem. That's what I'm here for, Lee. And sort of the temperature as well that you keep it at. And I just think the actual product's ridiculously good looking. I've still got that one to do, that beard oil, that balm, that oil, and the moustache wax as well to do. But so far, they're all the way from I'm all the way from sunny Hunstanton, West Norfolk coast, where it's just been grey and lashing with wind and everything. I've been at work feeding seals and penguins and stuff like that in the rain, and they've just been looking at me like I'm stupid. But hey, that's what we do. And so it comes to scoring them. Now, it's really difficult to score something, like I said, the Viga with the chili oil in it and the burr oil, which I'd never come across. Burr oil allegedly reducing itching, and the chili oil stimulates your cells under your skin and stimulates hair growth. And this one with the PVP, which is the polyvinyl I'll never be able to get this right, pyrrolidone in it. Definitely different. I've had no problems, no adverse effects and everything like that, but I just ridiculously good products, and they're going to score straight up 20 out of 20 for me, because for the price point, Viga, that one, £8.79, £9.37, it's just great. Packaging's great. Fantastic. So I'm not swayed by the packaging. It does help. If the packaging had looked like this and inside would have been absolutely shonky, then it wouldn't score 20 out of 20. And believe it or not, even now I've just been handing stuff, coffee and everything, I can still smell this fruits from the Panzer, literally like I've just opened a tin of old fruit cocktail, if you know what I mean, the stuff you used to have as a kid. So there you go, 20 out of 20 from me. Hopefully at some point as well going to be reviewing their hair products. I've got some more reviews to do as well for Barber's Bay. Just had 2 beard oils and 2 balms and a t-shirt coming from Odin's Beard Care as well to review. So plenty to keep me busy. But any questions, please feel free to ask, because that's what I'm here for. I'm sorry to have kept you guys from your evenings and everything, because yeah, we've all got work tomorrow and everything else. But yeah, I'm enjoying doing this and sort of seeing the different stuff that there is out there, especially when you get different stuff through. And it is nice to see now with a lot of brands and stuff like that, that they are starting scent-wise to think outside the box. Devilishly Bearded, as above question, mate, lol. Yeah. And it's so nice to see. I'm not just saying it because they're online, but Devilishly Bearded, these guys, they're starting to think outside the box on scents and everything else like that, because it used to be just your standard cedarwood, sandalwood, lavender, patchouli and stuff like that. But it's nice to see people going, well, why can't, let's try and create something like that. Devilishly Bearded, two scents that I'm impressed with that they've recently brought out, which is the Basilica, which is the Sambuca one, the Mother's Ruin, which is the gin one. They've also got the Sherbet Lemon one, the Fudge one, the Fireball one, and also they've got the, getting it right, Amaretto one as well. See, I do remember these things. What is the PVP factor? I don't know what the PVP factor is. I have no idea. It's just got PVP in it, polyvinyl, oh, don't make me say it again, PVP in it. I don't know what the factor is, but apparently it locks stuff into your beard and stops the sun from dehydrating your beard and skin. Apparently. As I have no sun, I couldn't really sit outside and lay there. But no, it's just so nice to see companies coming out with it and small brands coming out with this. Yeah, why don't we just make this sort of scent? And there's some phenomenal stuff out there on the market. Do support these small brands, okay? Because they really need our help. I don't care who it is, what it is, as long as they're making decent products and honest products and stuff like that. Sod the big brands, let them go and do their thing because they sell their stuff on their name. We need to get behind these people, because if we don't, I mean, the clothing, I've got a t-shirt behind me from Devilishly Bearded, Audacious Beard Company and stuff like that. Just get behind craftsmen, because all this stuff comes under crafts, whether you're making clothing, jewellery, beard products and skin products, hair products, whatever. If you're small and you're making them, then it's crafts and stuff like that. So we need to support these crafts people, and that's what I'm here to try and do my best to do. The best of my ability, being an old git stuck in front of his old crappy iPad, stuck in a spare bedroom, trying to make it look something decent and trying to do the best that I can for the small brands out there and the people watching them. Well, that's the thing. I mean, all the reviews that I do, there is no BS. If I'm not being derogatory to Devilishly Bearded, it hasn't happened yet. If any brand sends something through and it's got crap in it, or something I particularly don't like about it, if it comes in plastic bags and stuff like that, then I'm going to say about it. Because I would assume that the brands that the small brands out there making this stuff, want to know an honest opinion, as opposed to me going, yeah, they're absolutely fantastic, stunning, go out and buy it, I highly recommend it. So it's as much for their benefit, so they can go, oh yeah, we hadn't thought of that, perhaps we'll change that, as it is mine. So I'm trying to help them out with my honest input, as well as showing you guys the stuff that's out there. So that's all I'm trying to do. Just an old git. But any questions from anyone, please feel free to ask. Heating's kicked in, must be getting cold again, due for thunder and lightning and stuff. Going to be doing a live giveaway as well in one of the next live reviews that I do. Next one I do from Devilishly Bearded, and that's going to be a live review too. And I want to do a lot more of this, because it is nice when people ask questions like about the products that I'm reviewing that I might have not thought of, that I can answer back and stuff like that. So that is what I do. Devilishly Bearded, a pleasure to watch from one I'll get to another, Matt. Just try my best, you know. People go, well, it's not a very classy video, is it? There's no sort of flashing up stuff like that. I've got the Buxton Beard Sea in at the moment, the coffee scent, just like the Quality Street coffee sweet. You definitely open my eyes and only buy from small companies now. Cheers, Matt. Well, that's the thing. I got a negative thing the other day. Is like, your channel's not as good as anyone else's. You haven't got stuff flashing up on screen. You haven't got an intro and an outro and flashy stuff. Do I need that? Are you really interested in sitting through 30 minutes or 30 seconds of shit before a video starts? Because I'm certainly not. I watch videos on YouTube all the time. It's like, yeah, just get on with it. Yeah, scroll, scroll, scroll. Yeah, watch it. But hey, that's what I do. I'm just trying my best, you know. He's Stanley. No, well, I hope not. It's not about subscribers or anything like that. I mean, yeah, the more subscribers I have, the more it brings kind of like advertising to the small brands and everything like that. But I'm just doing what I'm doing for the people that are interested in what I'm doing. And that's kind of it. If you want to know anything, just ask. If I don't know, I'll try and find out. And if I don't know, then I just lock myself in the cupboard here. But no. Oh. But no, if there's any more questions, I'm going to end this. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Coffee's getting cold anyway. But yeah, going to be doing a live giveaway because I've got some stuff to give away that's mounting up in a box down here. Because unfortunately, I'm running out of room and the wife's complaining that I'm starting to encroach on her space, which all of her stuff is that side. And she's like, oh, you're getting a bit close to mine now. And all right, put some in the cupboard, so I'm just going to be giving away. Continue being yourself, Matt. Let the ones that want to see it. Yeah, all you can be in life is yourself, innit? And if you're not happy with yourself, then you can't be someone you're not. So just be yourself, and if people don't like it, then who cares? I'm too old to give a damn. Used to be like that when I was young. Used to care what people thought, what people said, and how I looked and stuff like that. And the older I've got, the more kind of like, it doesn't really matter at all. We're all born the same. We're all live the same, we're all going to die the same, we're all fighting for money so we can keep a roof over our heads, try and keep the cupboard stocked up with food. That's all we're doing on here, and trying to enjoy ourselves until we pop our clogs and end up in the next life. Heaven beard oil. If you believe in that sort of thing. But yeah. So thank you guys for that. I'm going to be doing another review. What's today? What's today? Wednesday? Tuesday? Wednesday? What's today? Wednesday? Have I work tomorrow? No, today's Wednesday. Yeah. I've got another review. Hang on. Yeah, it is Wednesday today. Tomorrow's Thursday, and I'm off Friday and Saturday. So I've got another review Friday morning, another review Saturday morning as well. So keep tuned for that. Any questions from anyone, anything anybody needs, any help, support, anything, just message us over there on Instagram, wherever that is, Viking Beard Matt over there. Send us a comment down below. Email me, no it's not, it's mattrp74@outlook.com, all lowercase. But thank you guys, I have a fantastic evening. Keep on taking care of each other, keep on looking after each other, keep on loving each other, keep on growing those beards, unless you're a woman. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of The Bearded Berserker. Have a great evening, guys. Thank you for your time. Cheers, guys. How do I end the thing? Oh, glasses. Finish. Not a problem. Have a good one.